So today I'm going to do something a little bit differently. Now, most of the time I like to just speak from my heart and speak freely to you. Make the eye contact. But recently I was digging through some old journals and I found some notes I had taken, almost like an essay I had written about surviving limbo periods in my process, something I called surviving the holding pattern. And rather than to speak freely and risk missing something, I want to read to you what I found. It really got me through a tough period, and I'm hoping it'll do the same for you. Surviving the holding pattern. Many times in our lives as Christians, our relationship with the Lord is marked not by exciting peaks and valleys of experience, but by periods of apparent limbo, months, sometimes years between the time one door of opportunity has closed and before the next door has opened. Long ago, I heard a preacher refer to limbo periods as the hallway, the space between when one door in life has closed and before the next door has opened. I'm sure you can relate to that. Recently, I've come to see these seasons more like holding patterns. According to Wikipedia, there's the according to Wikipedia line, forgive me. In aviation, holding or flying a hold is a maneuver designed to delay an aircraft already in flight while keeping it within a specified airspace. The primary use of a holding pattern is delaying aircraft that have arrived at their destination but cannot land yet because of traffic congestion, poor weather, or runway unavailability, for instance, during snow removal or icy conditions. During a hold, we are not cleared to land. We are not redirected, and we are not allowed to leave the specified airspace. Rather, we're instructed by the Holy Spirit to continue to fly indefinitely until further instruction. Rarely does He give us an indication of the expected duration of the hold. Often, we're not made privy to the reason for the hold. We cannot see the activity on the ground, but we can be sure our obedience is essential to a safe arrival. I'm so grateful for this metaphor. Like the holding pattern, waiting on the Lord should never be a passive experience. Planes on a hold do not shut off their engines. They do not glide. They do not land in an alternate location. They continue to fly near their destination, all mechanical parts running, all onboard activities fully engaged. During these unique seasons, instead of sitting around, legs crossed, thumbs twiddling, or if you're more like me, teeth clenched and abs engaged, the Holy Spirit has graciously given us a 3-step plan for maintaining our sanity and making good spiritual use of the time. In Romans chapter 12, the Apostle Paul, he says something so simple and so powerful. He says, "Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer." I'm grateful for Paul's instructions. He gives a list of activities that we should pursue and maintain whenever we find ourselves in a holding pattern. In those 3 short phrases, we're taught 3 things: how to address our hearts, joyful in hope; how to conduct our bodies, patient in affliction; how to engage our spirits, faithful in prayer. When we remain fully present in those activities, we'll have little time to worry about what's happening on the ground. And when we're finally cleared for landing, we find we're more ready to handle whatever circumstances exist at our destination. And that's powerful. And I wanted to end there, but I want to share one more thing with you. I have a very good friend who's a pilot, an accomplished pilot. He's kind of a jack of all trades and master of everything. And he said to me that in his experience flying, there's one more feature of a holding pattern, and it just blew me away. He said, during the hold, you are guaranteed that you're in an area of safety. You're not going to run into another plane. You're not going to run into inclement weather. And as long as you continue that holding pattern, you are safe. Embrace the limbo. Survive the holding pattern. There's purpose even in that.